it's Money Talks here, Money Africa's podcast. My name is Oluwatosin Olasende. I'm the founder of Money Africa. Money Africa is a financial literacy platform that educates you about money, leveraging, and technology. Today, we have our most demanded, high in demand, highly asked of COO Adedayo Bakare. Dayo, after your first episode, people were in our DMs like, this was so nice. It felt like school, this, that. So do you know you're a badass teacher?
Yes, I do.
He did not pretend. All right, we're just going to jump right into this. They've been asking us one question, and it's been, how can I invest 100,000 Naira?
Okay. So it's not a very straightforward question, right? Or that one in which you'd get a straightforward answer. Before you start investing, at Money Africa, we usually want to ensure that you have other bases covered, right? So when you come to us and you tell us you want to invest, we ask you a few questions to know where you are, in terms of your financial situation. If you are in a position where you're able to meet your short-term needs, that is, your living expenses is not a problem. You have your emergency fund. You have maybe RCAP insurance, right? Then we're comfortable to advise you to then go ahead to invest. So for anyone listening, if you have 100,000 Naira, the first question you should ask yourself is if you actually have the capacity to invest. And the checklist is simple, right? If you have a job that pays you, right? If you have emergency fund of like 3 months, meaning even if no income comes in, you can sustain sort of your living for 3 months, then it's good. Then also if you have some form of protection, healthcare wise, then you're fine. Then we can then say you can go ahead and invest, right? So 100K is a lot of money, within the Nigerian context. Even though many would not agree, but it's a lot of money and you can do a lot with it. So the question then becomes also what your portfolio is like currently, or your investing strategy. At Money Africa, we're very mindful of the environment that we live in. It's a high inflation environment that feeds into, persistent devaluation of the currency, that is the Naira, against other major currencies of the world, like the dollar, right? And so when you want to invest, at Money Africa, we typically always say, have majority of your portfolio in dollar-denominated investments, right? And then you can have some portion also in Naira, right? We do that because sometimes the Nigerian market might actually do well, right? Then also because you're also based in Nigeria, you might have need for Naira, right? So you don't want to be in a situation where all your money is packed in hard currencies. And, if there's a short-term movement in the rate, it could hurt you, if Naira gains. And it's possible for the Naira to gain. So that's how we look at it. Now, when we cover all that, then the question becomes, what are the investments available? What are the opportunities available, both domestically and globally, right? Now, before I move forward, one thing that is very important that people need to know is there's a difference between saving, and investing. Saving is more about safety. It's more about short term. So if you're planning to pay your rent, for instance, which you do maybe in the next 6 months or the next 1 year, you're saving, right? If you're planning to pay school fees, vacation, you want to take a vacation, you're saving towards those things. Safety should be the priority. Yes, by saving, you earn some interest on it, but you don't want to get greedy, right? So prioritize safety so that you have that money available when you need it. Now, investing means you're taking risks.
Yes.
So when you start buying things like, bonds, when you start buying real estate, when you start buying stocks, when you start buying cryptocurrencies, that is investing. Now, we call it investing because it has opportunities to make you more money.
Yes.
So when you think of saving, meaning safety, when you're thinking of investment, we're talking about growth, right? So the easiest way to ensure that you build wealth and that you can accumulate a lot of capital very fast is by what? By investing. Now, so when you look at the structure of your portfolio, again, if you're someone who is starting from scratch, then fine, right? What we like to do is 80% allocation into dollar, right? Then 20% into naira. When it comes to the naira opportunities in terms of investing opportunities, there are different types. You can look at the Nigerian stock market, but the Nigerian stock market has not, on a dollar basis, is not a very fantastic market to invest in. But if you're someone who doesn't mind, earning dividends or anything, you can do it. The likes of MTN, GTB, Zenith, they pay decent dividends. Alternatively, if you want safety, right, you could do, say, money market funds, right? Because 100,000 is small, you can't directly buy treasury bills and commercial papers. But what gives you access to those kind of assets, the kind of return they can generate, is money market funds. So you can do those ones. And that's the strategy for domestic. Do equities, dividend paying stocks, or you do, money market fund. For global assets, now we encourage dollar denominated because of what is going on all over the world. High inflation is still a bit risky. You never know what will happen. So it's still a bit risky to dive, deep into the stock end or the cryptocurrency end. So what we try as much as possible to say is, for the dollar bit, you can do a bit, maybe a Eurobond fund, which is a dollar fund, maybe another 30% in that. Or if it's dollar savings you prefer, you can do that. I prefer dollar savings to a Eurobond fund because Eurobond fund can still lose money, right? Then the remaining, the outstanding, you can then put that in an sort of an exchange traded fund, which is just a basket of stocks that they've made easy for you to buy into. You don't need to be a financial expert to invest in it. And so the S&P 500 exchange traded fund, is one that you can look at buying. So think of it that way: naira 20%, dollar 80%. When it comes to dollar, your dollar savings 30%, and your stock ETF around 50%, and you're good. So that sets a very good benchmark for your portfolio that you can continue with forward.
And I also want to quickly plug in Ladder. We have an app that actually allows you to save money. So guys, download the app and actually start saving towards it. Very, very interesting note for us on how to invest 100,000 naira. Now, for our viewers listening in, if you do have more or you want to be able to invest a higher amount of money, do you know that we actually offer a private service where you can speak to our consultants and have one-on-one packages? Just send us an email on info@themoneyafrica.com. Remember, you have to invest in the long run in order for you to build wealth. It is Money Talks, Money Africa's podcast. See you at our next episode. Cheers. Bye. Say bye, Dayo.
Bye.